In today's parliament sitting at Waigani, East Sepik Governor Allen Bird pressed Prime Minister James Marape for clarity on three critical issues: the appointment of a permanent electoral commissioner, the status of the parliamentary committee, and preparations and the funding for the 2027 national election. Unfortunately, the Prime Minister's responses were lengthy and complex, leaving many fellow parliamentarians and citizens struggling to grasp his actual position. Instead of providing the clear, concise answers the public demands, the Prime Minister offered long-winded explanations that failed to get to the point. Check this out.
I direct this question to the Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, because it involves the responsibilities of two different ministers. Speaker, early this year, we held an inquiry into the country's election preparedness for 2027. Several important issues arose that require urgent government intervention. As you know, we are now 11 months out from the issue of writs. The first question, which I would like the Prime Minister to respond to, is the delays in the appointment of a permanent electoral commissioner. Could the Prime Minister inform this House and the people of Papua New Guinea as to the reasons why we have yet to see the permanent appointment of an electoral commissioner? My second question is around the issue of the implementation of the Special Parliamentary Committee's 70 recommendations. Is the government prepared to bring legislation to support some of the recommendations within the remaining 11 months of this Parliament, Mr. Speaker? My third question is, I believe, far more important, and that surrounds the funding of the 2027 general elections. Mr. Speaker, in our inquiry in 2023, we uncovered that the last election cost the country around 1 billion kina. We urged all of the agencies responsible to submit budgets for this year so that a significant part of the funding for preparedness of the 2027 elections would be funded this year. From the agencies, we gather that they submitted almost 600 million to Treasury for consideration. Mr. Speaker, they were only allocated 25%, or 1/4 of the amount they requested. In our recent inquiry early this year, in questioning the Secretary for Treasury, he indicated that they would be sitting down later this year, and I assume that should be happening now, to consider more funding for the general elections to those responsible agencies, and that they would seek NEC approval for this funding, which I assume would be somewhere in the tune of 400 million. Given the recent response by the minister responsible for, I believe, rural development, the Honorable Joseph Lelang, who informed this House a couple of days ago that 1 billion kina has been cannibalized from the budget for fuel subsidies, I would like to ask the Prime Minister to inform the House about where the government plans to find the additional 400 million to fund the agencies for their preparedness for the 2027 elections. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Prime Minister.
All right, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me hamas lo looking you again. Me also hamas long question long, Governor Blong. Is Sepik important question in relation to the elections that is coming up next year, where our people will get to exercise their constitutional Section 50 rights to vote for leaders of their choice. Mr. Speaker, first question along Permanent Electoral Commission process may run. I have issued my instructions to Chief Secretary, who reports to me, that try to expedite the process, get it completed at the very earliest. The current acting electoral commissioner we have extended term to be in acting capacity so that can hold him work yet long acting capacity until the appointment long permanent electoral commissioner is complete. From what I was advised, the process is almost nearing completion. Once it is complete, the electoral commission appointment committee will sit. And in the midst of many of people who try to misconstrue what is facts from what is not fact, I want to inform this House and the country that electoral commissioner is not appointed by Prime Minister. Prime Minister is part of a committee that sits. The committee's members constitute the opposition leader, the Chief Justice, the Public Service Commission Chairman, and the Ombudsman Commission, Chief Ombudsman Commissioner, I beg your pardon. 5+ are sitting down one term. Now look all shortlist. Now this 5+ constitutional officers pick him set become electoral commissioner. Blow you me long country. So the process has been run. Advertisement you go finish. All line you got interest or this position will apply finish. So when only put him shortlist of 3, but come back lo mipla, but NEC secretary will facilitate him sinan blow this committee. As mipla sinan, but mipla pick him the best applicant who said he apply come inside. So I want this process to be retired ASAP or RF to mass, because I'm in the interest of all of us to have certainty and leadership over that important constitutional office, and can start making work or preparation for elections. Number 2 question, whether maybe processing some recommendations where committee working, me like looks out on committee leadership, Honorable Governor Bird, one time parliamentary committee members, only making good law work. Those recommendations that we need to plant into Parliament from the committee's finding will be certainly brought in. We got 2 or 3 more Parliament sittings this year, and we have possibly 2 sittings next year. And I have called for a meeting of all political party leaders. So using this question, we also confirm get possibly next week, Thursday or Friday. Sadly, you mean bipartisan from the opposite as well as from the government. Committee chairman, Governor Bird, you and a committee member of the UPLA too can sit down in the meeting. You may kiss him brief from Electoral Commission as to where they are in terms of preparation for election 2027. So all of us are in the loop or informed at the same place at the same time, and we all have equal preparations. But certainly, the recommendations that the committee has put forward, the body that should carry this in is the Minister Masare's team responsible for the administrative oversight of these constitutional offices. So those are being processed through cabinet process right now as I speak. In terms of funding, Mr. Speaker, last election, from indication, we are spending over $1 billion kina. Election is a very expensive exercise too. But as we live through a tough financial year once again, we have faced domestically issue of cyclone. It hit him eastern parts of our country, including especially the island communities. You got the issue of fuel price rise externally. Papua New Guinea right now, through our government subsidy, we are second lowest in the Pacific Southeast Asian region in terms of fuel price, where people pay me at the fuel bouses. Australia, you look in fuel blow, and double the price of fuel blow PNG. New Zealand, double the price of fuel blow PNG. Misora, Lol, Trango, Liklik, one line living of South Pacific Island countries, they're paying half the price we are paying today. But we, on this side of the House, the Pango Coalition, do not feel it offensive. And borrowing Governor Bird's own word, cannibalize the budget. We don't feel it offensive to cannibalize the budget for the sake of helping our people. To help our people, we might as well cannibalize the budget. Budget low side, budget low people. Kiss him, help him all people, time all pays him hard time. You must help him pocket long all. Keep him light. So just like people are paying money long, helping people, election important. This year you be putting, I think, 50 million kina in budget. Whilst they asked for 600 million kina, people are putting 50 million kina in budget. I've had word out to electoral commission. I need clear visibility on where you are spending this money. High car to mass. Can expense to mass. Like clear visibility where you are spending money. Money no pun on long. Lip the wine about you. Talk me like in Bislal want them headline talk that's all. The country deserves for you to tell the country based on your experience in the past. This line all cost items and go detail, not headline details, but go into details of details. Because we must give money appropriately. They too must be prudent in their spending correctly, so that we deliver safe, fair, free election for our people next year. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm like giving belly seal on country. This government will not be side to resource electoral commission properly, but the electoral commission, not just the commissioner or acting commissioner, but the entire institution, the central office, the provincial office, where you may all gotta come through, when the electoral election come around. Suddenly, so many high car bills and so many things creep in. So we want to get through all itemized costs properly, including security costs, so that you use some good government money on correct places, and instead of using opportunities like this, national events like this, for a cash spending activity along all constitutional offices and electoral commission. So funding by like giving barely see. This year budget stuff, this year's possible supplementary but come up because long issue belong to fuel. And next year budget is stopped. So we will make sure that every itemized, correctly itemized spending where electoral commission, police need him, plus security support. So funding is not an issue for ill-run elections as we've seen in 2022, 2017, 2012, 2007, 2002, failed election come up, some up. So even like let's display repeat 2027. I think as part of our 50th anniversary going forward, we must all have a fair go. Election opportunity fair for all parties. All people have a fair opportunity to cast vote. We're looking at the security apparatus too. Plenty of Mipla Highlands, especially one-day polling creates tension. The one-day polling creates tension. We're in a mad rush to complete voting in one day. Sometimes people circumvent the process. So, Mr. Speaker, Mila Togosem, look good. So instead of one day, each province must be given a fair opportunity. 2-3 days, staff good, security staff good. Now, instead of block vote or clan vote, or say me looking for day electoral, like me Hamas, we congratulate member of the day where Maskio Rosim Tupla box blocked because he was popular right throughout. He was able to come through. But that's a circumstance forced on our people. When you have only one day to vote, helicopter brings into remote areas at 11 o'clock, helicopter have to uplift by 2 o'clock. What do you expect 1,000 people to do? So they have to say, all right, you may agree or clan vote, and a clan must vote or some. It's about time we break this, so we will make sure security is properly staged and protect that sanctified right of people to vote. That's Section 50. Every person must be given a right to vote in 2027. No one but clan vote or block vote or kind of stuff. Mr. Speaker, suppose go seven, people like James Marape, people like Honorable Peter O'Neill, Bidlaba come back, place clear through. First pass, straight passing the votes. Because we are equally popular in our own rights. Just that kind all talk come up nothing or say people come can way now. My brother, remember Yellow Pange, it's okay, but me I get stigmatized all the time. So we want to make sure that stigma is removed by popular vote, 2-3 day vote good, policy protect him good. Now who said man, people like him come process for 1 day vote. One person, one vote.
We got point of order. What's your point of order, member of Law?
Speaker, question time is very limited. So Prime Minister really should focus on the answering the very clear, simple questions rather than going around from Milne Bay to Daru and back again. So please, time is limited. It's only got 1 minute left. And so please stick to the questions.
Honorable Member Blabau, point of order, please, out of order. Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you, Lord Rulim, out of order, but I think me one bellow point and waste him too, so we're giving time. Me just giving assurances, and we'll end up. Governor Bird's committee will remain relevant. Must give stop law opposition. Committee will remain relevant. Law assisting people looks out. Some government must prepare the election proper. So next year, me like him, people exercise him right to vote good. You vote now. You vote in Pangu out. Me must lose in law opposition. I don't want to be going to the election under shade of doubt. We must have a fair voting place for everyone to contest. So, Governor Bird's committee will be functional to make sure that we are all doing the right thing going forward. All this recommendation, also, you put in finish next week. You may sit down Thursday or Friday. You may go through what is good for the country. You may process him in 50 years now. Timely meal or major in politics. I give him one greatest gift. Preparing more people to me, along one person, one vote in 2027.